So how much money did we actually make from creating content for our business within the very first year? In this video, I'm going to give you all the details, what exactly we did, how we went about doing it, and how much we actually made for those of you that stay around till the very end. So stay with me through the entire course of this video. I'm going to give you everything that you need to know. Now, before we got started, there were quite a number of things that we needed to know. First things first is, how exactly do they actually make money out of content? Out of the research we did, we figured there are about three main ways that this was happening. Way number one is running ads. I mean, if you had 1,000 followers, also YouTube would actually pay you through what they call the AdSense program. But since we're just getting started, that was not an option for us. Way number two is through live streams. As an example, those on TikTok, you would be able to continuously run these live streams and people would tip you, and you could monetize directly from those live streams through the tips that you're getting. But this also couldn't work for us since we didn't have a lot of following. What this did is it only left us with option number three, where we directly had to sell our services through the videos that we share, meaning we are going to tell people about what we do, we are going to share helpful content, and through that, people would come into our DMs and request for our services and our products. And that was the only option that we had. Now, after we determined how we were supposed to make the money out of this content, the next thing was to figure out what's the mathematics behind how we actually make. How many messages do we need coming in? And we settled our minds to, what we consider as success is if we get 30 messages a month, and of those 30 messages, we convert anywhere between 5 and 10. That was good enough for the metrics that we had. And we figured that, now that we have these mathematics and we understand what to do, let's get started. Now, the first month comes around, we decide that, we are going to begin posting. Now, in that very month, we started posting twice a day. So every day we are posting two videos, and these videos were basic videos. We're providing value to the people, talking about sales and marketing, because we wanted sales and marketing people to come and watch our content and buy our services. What happened is we post day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 30. And yes, the other metrics are good. You're having viewers, yes, you're having likes, but no single person was messaging us. The first month ended and everyone looked at me telling me, Ken, you told us this is the direction we need to take. Remember, we don't have money. We don't have any resources. We are depending on this for our survival. What is going on? And I had no answers by the end of the first month. We had 0 messages. Now the second month comes around. I'm a bit perturbed. I don't understand what's happening. I figured, since I've seen a couple of videos of people saying you need to be at this a whole lot longer, I figured, let's just keep doing what we're doing. So month 2 comes. In fact, what we said is, as opposed to posting twice a day, let's begin to post 3 times a day. We went hard, posted every single day, continuously, over and over and over and over again. Mid-month reaches, we still haven't got any single messages. We keep posting. Keep in mind that everyone is now depending on, we need this to work out. We really, really need this to work out. By the time the month ends, month 2 gets down the road, and up to then, we barely got any message. That was the point, to be honest, we had started giving up, because how do you post every day for 2 months and nothing comes out of the end of the day? I'd actually come to terms of, this may not be the right move for businesses like this. This may work for product-based businesses, but for our case, we're selling an artificial intelligence tool that sells for you. This is a product for sales reps and marketers. Maybe it may not be the right thing. And I was starting to get my mind settled on that illusion. So what happened is, at this point in time, to be honest, I was planning on giving up, and I figured, let me just give it one more shot. I actually went a bit more into the kind of content we were posting, and I figured, what could I need to change within this content in order to make it work? Now, what I learned is I started doing these two things. The first thing I did was to change the call to action. I started telling people intentionally that, you know what, we have this product, we have this service, we have this artificial intelligence tool called Tremby that will literally sell for you. And it's only until I started including that within the videos that I now started seeing quite a number of messages begin to come in. And it was about a week into the third month, that's when the first message of someone, a genuine customer, reaching out saying, you know what, I'm actually interested in what you talked about in that video. That's now when the excitement came back. I started saying, you know what, there might actually be some hope here. So the first message came in, I talked about this more, talked a bit more about the same thing, began to tell people, you know what, this artificial intelligence tool can work for your case scenario. And it was in the third month that I think we got about 17 messages. And of these 17 messages, we were very well aware that we're not going to close all of them. But from the 17, that very month, we were able to close about 5 people. Our average checkout price, when people pay for our service, on average, they pay about 1.2 million shillings. That's about $300, $400 for those in the other parts of the world. So at least we had now started seeing that, you know what, we've started seeing some momentum. Let's now keep going. For month one, those were 17 messages, and out of the 17 messages, 5 people had come and actually paid us for our service within barely 2 weeks. Now, yes, the third month was the foundation of when we eventually started seeing some momentum begin to hit. I had honestly underestimated how much platforms like TikTok could have an impact on your business. The numbers we were setting were so small because, I mean, that's what we were used to. Little did we know how much more momentum was coming. The fourth month comes around, and us who had only wanted 30 messages, that very month we exceeded almost 150 messages coming in of people now interested in what we're talking about. We were giving more use cases, showing how people are using our trendy artificial intelligence tool within their sales process. And us that had initially anticipated that what success meant to us was 30 messages a month, and of those 30, maybe 5 people buying from you, we're here now dealing with how do we now address 150 different people asking questions, needing meetings, needing these onboarding meetings. And surprisingly, this trend only kept on continuing. Month number 4, we're already at 150 messages. We kept growing these numbers, and the more we figured that if we posted twice and we didn't get any messages, we posted 3 times, now we're getting more messages. We figured, why not ramp up that a little bit more? So as the months went on, we just kept increasing. One more message, one more video a day, one more video a day. We reached a point where we're now doing on average 10 videos. There's some days we would publish 10. And then we figured, you know what, if we can publish 10 videos or 6 or 7, it means our opportunity and is going to be a lot more. And that's what we realized at the end of the day. So the more we posted, the more the views that we got at the end of the day, the more the messages we got. So fast forward 12 months down the road, I can comfortably say that regardless of how niche our kind of content is, because all we talk about is just sales and marketing, targeting exclusively sales and marketing people, we've still been able to attract a large enough number of people. The messages have moved from a point where we were getting 17 messages to now comfortably getting 300, 400 messages a month. And of those 300, 400 messages, a month can come and you comfortably close anywhere between 30 and 50 new business. I'm excluding the business that is coming in from referrals, the repeat business that we get for people paying on a month per month basis. But I'm saying the new business created is now at a point where you would comfortably get 40 sales a month, and this has come without you doing any extra effort. All we're doing is posting more, and making sure we're refining this content better to be able to achieve the goals that we want. So if you're out there and truth is you're looking for a way to get more customers, content really works, but it only works after you've spent a bit of time creating this content and learned what works out there for you. So it's important that you get to understand that it will work, but it will take time to work. For our case scenario, we can now comfortably make 30-40 sales, and from these 30-40 sales at an average of about $400, you can make the calculations yourself. It gives us enough revenue that we would be able to survive, and all this is coming from nowhere else. We're only quantifying what is coming out of the content. So if you're out there and you're just getting started, just keep up the game, keep grinding hard. It will pay off at the end of the day. But that's all from me, folks, today. Bye-bye for now. And don't forget, I share a ton of content on sales. If that's your kind of content, drop me a follow. Bye-bye for now.